Is essential tremor dangerous? This is a really good question. And maybe you're like me. When I originally was diagnosed with essential tremor, I was told that it was benign. I was told not to worry about it and was given a medicine. But then as I was walking out the door, the doctor said, "Oh, by the way, this is probably going to get worse." And that just kind of puzzled me. If essential tremor is benign, why or how is it going to get worse? And this puzzle really got me thinking and got me digging into the research. And really what I learned is that essential tremor is not benign. Essential tremor is not a shaky hand problem. It's a brain problem. And so if you have essential tremor, then realistically your brain is in potential danger. And I think this is a really important message to get out. And so as I dug into the research, as I've lived with essential tremor, really there's three main dangers that really come to the surface as I'm digging through all of that literature and really thinking about my own experience. So the first danger that I'd like to really discuss, or I call them the 3Ds, or the three dangers of essential tremor. The first one is disturbance. And what do I mean by that? That's the emotional, social, and mental disturbance that comes along with tremor. Did you know that essential tremor has been associated with increased incidence of anxiety, of depression, of social isolation, and that many people with essential tremor suffer from embarrassment? What we go through living with essential tremor, I like to call it tremor trauma, because we actually go through traumatic experiences dealing with our tremor, trying to hide it. And really, this is dangerous because as we isolate ourselves more, that's really bad for the brain and potentially can make tremor worse. So the emotional disturbance, the anxiety, depression, embarrassment is the first danger that we experience with essential tremor. All right, the second D, or the second danger, is what I call degeneration, and that's short for neurodegeneration. What we found in the science is that people with essential tremor are experiencing neurodegeneration, and what that means is the brain or cells of the brain are breaking down and we're losing some of the connections in the brain, and this is serious. Degeneration is associated with other brain diseases like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease. And so when you have essential tremor, you're actually experiencing some neurodegeneration. And this is dangerous because that can progress. It's been shown that people with essential tremor have increased incidence of cognitive decline, so difficulty thinking. They have increased incidence of Alzheimer's and even Parkinson's disease. And essential tremor has also been associated with other brain problems like problems with balance, problems with speech, hearing. So degeneration is a huge problem. I like to think of this like a forest fire. A forest fire destroys the ecosystem of the forest, and it takes years to rebuild that. Degeneration is like a forest fire in the ecosystem of your brain. And so it's really important that we put that fire out and not wait around for things to get worse. So the third D, or danger of essential tremor, is disability. And this is one that you're probably familiar with. Basically, it's the loss of function that we experience because of the tremor. Maybe you've experienced difficulty drinking from a cup or eating. out in public or difficulty shaving. It's been shown that essential tremor does lead to disability or loss of function and her ability to function in our daily activities. This is a big problem and a big danger because it puts your career, your hobbies, and even relationships in jeopardy. I know personally I've experienced multiple career changes and have been denied educational opportunities because of my tremor. So disability and maybe even discrimination can be placed into this third D or danger of essential tremor. So if you have essential tremor, just realize that essential tremor is not benign. There are some dangers associated. We've talked about the dangers of emotional, social, and mental disturbance, degeneration of the brain tissue, and disability that can result from essential tremor. This is really serious and needs to be addressed, and we're just not paying attention to all of these dangers with essential tremor, and it's really important. I'd love for you to subscribe. We're going to get into what we do about these dangers, so we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.